Hey everybody, welcome to another Black Boy Reviews. We'll be reviewing Dragon Ball Super Broly, the movie that just came out super recently for North America. Don't know about other places in the world, but North America. So, here is a quick review of the game, or the movie. Maria! Saw it. So I didn't watch the North American release. I saw the Japanese subbed version of the movie. Now, I'm not crazy to go watch the movie in theaters. I watched it somewhere else. I'm okay to say that because I watched the Japanese version, which is totally fine to watch. The North American one's the one you have some problems with, but still, regardlessly, this is a review. So, spoiler alert for literally lots of things. Okay. So, the movie starts out with basically a backstory, like off the bat, about Planet Vegeta, on how the whole environment is basically, the whole planet is like, oh, you know, they're being slaves technically in a way to not Lord Cooler, what's his name? The dad of Frieza. It's losing my King Frost, right? King Cool. And King Cool basically is like, yo, hey, you Saiyans that I have enslaved or whatever to build my my cold army. I don't fucking remember. My son will now take advantage, and he is more like ruthless and stuff. So that's basically what happened. Everybody hates him, and Frieza basically shows like, hey, this is a new thing we call the Scouters. You guys are gonna be using this from now on. Just basically like in a way that, hey, I can see there's some snipers around here that I'm just gonna kill, and he fucking just kills each one all one go. And it's like, holy shit. So basically, this is the story of how Broly, Goku, and Vegeta kind of escaped the planet disaster of King Planet Vegeta. So basically, King Vegeta was like, my son Prince Vegeta will be the best warrior race Saiyan ever. And then they realized that there's another kid called Broly that's seriously, literally stronger than Vegeta, just happens to be in one of the pods in the same room, but not as Prince Vegeta, you know, King Vegeta, whatever, you know, Prince, just say Prince Vegeta. So in a nutshell, King Vegeta gets all mad and be like, nah, I don't want him. My son Prince Vegeta is the best in the world or whatever. And then they realize by checking the Scouters and seeing the power level that Broly is indeed stronger than Prince Vegeta. So they automatically wanted to get rid of Prince Broly and send him to another planet to see if he can survive. And basically the father, Paragus, I only remember the name Paragus because it's close to Pegasus. So Paragus, he is like, no, you hate my son, and he's clearly better than your son, so you were sending him away because of that reason, and I'm gonna just go where my son is going. So he goes and tries to save his son, and then basically go to some planet, see how strong he's gonna be, and he doesn't escape because the spaceship that they went to on one of the Frieza's army's spaceships just happens to break down. And that's what happened. They just stayed on Planet Vampire, or Vamps, or Vampa, whatever it was called. That's what the planet was called. That they just stayed there and were like, yeah, you know, it's just gonna happen. It's just gonna just stay there, you know, and that was it. So back to Prince Vegeta. He's just like, I guess he got sent away with Raditz. By the way, this is probably the only time you're gonna hear his name ever again. Is Raditz is they went somewhere with Nappa and two other people. I don't know what happened though. And basically they're like, oh my god, the world of Planet Vegeta got destroyed. Now let's go back to the other part of the story. Bardock. I don't know. It sounds weird every time I say it personally, but when I hear other people say it, it just sounds better. So Bardock basically is like, yo, I have a feeling that Frieza is gonna betray us, and we're like not even worth his time anymore because whatever, he's afraid of this whole Super Saiyan God thing. Is even in Legend, who knows? He doesn't want that to be a thing, so he's like, yeah, I want to get rid of it, and basically that's what happened. They got rid of the whole planet. While Bardock is like, we need to send Kakarot to this planet called Earth. I don't know what he says. He says Earth. I don't know. And the mom, her name is Gina. I don't remember. Gine. Jean. I don't know. Don't say the perverted words that you probably think when I said Gine. So they're like, oh my god, Frieza's evil. We need to send Kakarot away, and that's what they did. While at some point, I guess Bardock was trying to fight, I don't know, the Frieza's blast. Because Frieza is like, alright, it's time to get rid of all you bitches and just fucking death balls the whole entire planet, which we've already seen billions of times from the Dragon Ball Z anime. So, there's that. Anyways, fast forwarding, which they actually do in the show, or movie, sorry. You see like Goku and Vegeta like growing up slowly by fighting each other in some kind of way. And then you see them literally fighting in like an ocean-like beach area where Bulma, Whis, and Beerus is literally chilling, eating food, and like a resorted, sunny freaking area. I don't know, beach place. They're on vacation, I'm assuming. And then they were like, I'm mad at you, Goku, because I need to train even harder, not because I want to beat Beerus or anything, but now I have to literally kill Frieza because he's brought back to life because of the Tournament of Power and all that. So at least they kind of told us that Tournament of Power happened. So like this is very well known that this is now after Tournament of Power, and it's probably before the show comes back. So they're like, oh man, what should we do if Frieza comes back? And then basically Frieza is coming back anyways in a way, because he sends like henchmen and stuff to go get the Dragon Balls, which Bulma already had 6 of them of the 7, and Bulma's like, oh, they need them all. And at some point, people actually go into her lab and steals the Dragon Balls and her radar to locate where the last Dragon Ball is. So what happens is they're like, oh my god, now we need to go find the Frieza and the Dragon Ball, which happens to be somewhere like the Arctic or something, I don't know, somewhere cold. And they go there and they're like, okay, cool. And also, by the way, Frieza has now learned and or discovered that there's this planet sorry, I messed up. A planet where Broly is, called Vampa and Paragus. And they're like, hey, who are you people? And then like Paragus is like, oh, you're Lord Frieza. Planet Vegeta's gone. And I'm like, oh, like, and Frieza's like, how strong is your son? Because he seems really strong and looks like he knows what to do. And then I want to kill Son Goku. And Paragus is like, I just want to kill Vegeta. It's to return my revenge. Which that's the whole point. He wanted Broly to train the whole time on Vampa, or whatever it's called. And be like, oh, all right, we have a chance. So they travel, and Broly finds like 2 people. I don't remember the names of. It's a girl and a guy. I don't know. And they're like, let's become friends with Broly. And then Broly, you find out realistically that he has temper issues, can't control his emotions, can't control his feelings, anything like that. And he's really fucking strong. And yeah, so realistically, also Frieza wants the Dragon Balls because he wants to be 5 centimeters taller. Why does it just be as tall as his second form? I don't know. That's something that the guy also mentioned, but I don't know. I don't get it. I was like, that's a pretty stupid wish, but it's the same thing that what Bulma says that she wants to be 5 years younger. Now, why not like 10 or 20 years? But I get it. The whole like, people can notice it kind of thing. But still, regardlessly, other than that, at some point, Frieza and the army reaches the last Dragon Ball, and Goku and Vegeta's there because they're like, we need to prevent this. Technically, and then they like, hey, who are you? Because they eventually see each other, and we're like, yo, this is Broly. He came from the people that you died and stuff. And Frieza's like, yes, I shall get my revenge on Vegeta and Goku and all that shit. So basically, Vegeta and Broly starts fighting because Broly can't stop being angry and stuff. So at least Broly has a backstory of why he's feeling like this stuff. So then they're like, all right, they start fighting, and then Broly is actually pretty strong, and then Vegeta's like, you're not strong enough, and then he goes Super Saiyan. I don't know if it's 2, just probably just regular Super Saiyan. And then they all got shot, and Frieza's like what? Broly can't transform into Super Saiyan, and they're like, we don't even know what that is. That's the legendary Super Saiyan. Like, yeah, that's a thing that we've already known for years, and years and years and years. So I'm like, yeah, dude, holy crap, you know. And then realistically, they're like, all right, and then fighting and stuff, which is cool and all that. And then if you see Vegeta at some point turning into regular Super Saiyan God, which I've noticed that was actually the biggest transformation for Super Saiyan God for Vegeta, of course, for the first time ever, officially, you know. So it looked really good, but also later on when Goku started fighting, he also used Super Saiyan God, which kind of surprised me, because when he went Super Saiyan Blue, while fighting Broly and all that, it looks like they didn't want to use it all that long, and it looks like, I don't know, I like that Akira Toriyama was basically giving more screen time for Super Saiyan God, because we already seen so much of Blue, most likely, that, you know, it was a nice pace. Like, Broly was still keeping at it, even without being a Super Saiyan, which he then eventually turned into Super Saiyan, because, you know, reasons. And then Broly's like, and shit. And, and Goku and Vegeta are fighting Broly, and they're realizing they're losing. And Kakarot's basically talking to Piccolo while he's down at a moment, and be like, I need to teleport to you, because we need a plan to figure out how to beat Broly and all that, and yada yada yada. And at some point, Frieza's like, I want to fight Goku, but I can't because Broly is fucking madhouse crazy and stuff. And at some point, Broly doesn't fucking care who the fuck is fighting, because Paragus, at some point throughout the whole movie, points, I should say, he has this controller that can control Broly, but it got broken by that one girl that's trying to be a good friend to Broly, and basically, yeah, stuff like that happens. So Broly starts fighting Frieza at a point, even when he turns Golden Frieza, and then we're like, oh my god, look, they're fighting, and then I guess for like, I think 30 to 40, I don't know, like 40 minutes, maybe an hour, I have no idea, it didn't really specify, other than Piccolo saying that they tried doing the fusion, by the way, that, hey, we need to try to do this fusion, not the rings, not the Portora rings, or whatever it's called, rings, not the rings, but the dance, because they don't have fucking rings. They're like, we need the rings, but they're like, no, we have the dance, and Vegeta's like, I'd rather die than do the dance, and then he does the dance eventually. And it's like 2 or 3 times, and then they finally turn into the actual form they want to turn into. So they go back to the battlefield, teleporting back to it, where Piccolo taught Vegeta how to dance with Goku, because Goku knows how to do it, to form a sort of name that's now canon in the movie and or anime now. So they go back, and I didn't really realize that Whis is also fighting. I guess Frieza just couldn't fucking do it. I don't know. And they're like, "Oh, hey, Whis, I'm back. I'm tagging in or whatever." And then this new form called Gogeta, of course it is. It's the one from the Fusion Reborn and all that. Gogeta is like, "Yeah, I could beat you and all that shit and yada yada yada." They fight Broly for like a while, and Broly becomes more mad and stuff, and then realistically realizing that I don't really know. I guess like at the end of the fight, basically the girl wished up the Dragon Balls, 7-Up Shenron, and she wished upon that Broly would get teleported away back to the planet where he once came from, that was hiding or whatever. So we went back to Vance, basically turning back to normal, and it was like the whole fight was over. And then they're like, oh my god, that's it. And yeah, so because Gogeta almost killed Broly, by the way, basically, in a way, but going Super Saiyan Blue and all that shit. So there's that. But in a nutshell, that's it. The whole movie's like, all right, cool. Broly's backstory. We got Broly a backstory, and we got some more information about how Goku and Vegeta and the planet basically exploded, and that was kind of really it for backstories of all we wanted to know, other than confirming that Super Saiyan God isn't as well known, even though we kind of showed now going, and also Broly, you know, is still a fucking crazy ass motherfucker, now has a story, other than just being mad at Kakarot for no fucking reason. Other than that, Also introducing Gogeta into the canon, so that's great. Also, Broly is also now canon as well, because originally Broly was in the Android arc movie, so there's that. Before Cell, and then after Cell for the Bio Broly movie too. So there's that. Other than that, basically Goku goes back to that planet, and those two people that Broly has friends with, the girl and some random ass guy, but like, hey, we want to go with you and become your friends and then see if you're cool and all that. And Goku's like, here, you are guys are awesome. You should watch Broly for me. He's whatever, you know. So at the end of the movie, basically, Broly just ends up being back to the planet where he was at originally, and then he has like food and accessories and a house now, and with his two friends. And if Broly ever wants to fight Goku or something, like a month of whatever Goku said, just like power up, I guess, or what, I don't know. And also like just he'll sense you because you're not that far away or whatever. So that's it, and then the movie's done. Yep, that's the movie. I've seen a lot of claims about this is the best Dragon Ball Z Super, whatever movie you want to say, ever. For me, it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't. It was a really good movie. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't. I don't know what my favorite one was, but it's not that. I liked how they give him backstories, like I said, and now Gogeta is canon, and you know all that other shit. But it's not my favorite movie of all time. It was good. It was good. Resurrection, after the one before that, was good too. But I feel like Battle of Gods was like a new step of a new level of a new adventure. That's kind of like was better to me in a way, but didn't sell as great as this movie, because at the moment in time when I'm recording this on Saturday night, Dragon Ball Super Broly has hit $7 million dollars in the box office just for releasing from Wednesday to Saturday. Well, I'd say maybe just Wednesday and Thursday because it's a launch. And basically the numbers of the best-selling anime of all time in North America in theaters is Pokemon, the first movie, like around 168 million or whatever dollars. It's close to that. I believe they're like Super Broly already beat the last movie, Resurrection F, in the box office, and I'm pretty sure, of course, as well as Battle of Gods. But it did super well. And I'm also seeing a theory that they mentioned it in the movie that Broly is tapping into a power that will most likely, who knows, it will be canon in the franchise or not, because this was a very interesting theory. That, yes, Broly wasn't really using any type of Super Saiyan powers until like the very end, where he turned Super Saiyan and whatever Broly turns into again. But where they mention it in the movie is that Broly is using some great ape-like powers without transforming, and he's tapping into that while fighting. A lot of people is speculating that's a assumption, an open window, open opportunity, if you want to say, that Super Saiyan 4 might be canon in the future. I don't know when. This could be true. You never know. I mean, you're probably thinking like, well, we have Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue and Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20, and also Super Saiyan Royal Blue or Mastered Blue, whatever the hell that thing is called, Vegeta. We get that. And also we have Ultra Instinct. So what if Super Saiyan 4 does become canon? It will be another way of transformation, that's for sure. So like Goku, he can go literally just Kaioken anytime he wants, but he doesn't want to, because of course he has something powerful. But than that, it's just Super Saiyan. Then that, you know, that's it. There's probably some other transformations, like for like Frieza, he could turn into his form 2, 3, or 4, whatever, and then his final form. You know. But everybody has this form, but basically there could be another opportunity that Super Saiyan 4 might be canon, especially that the whole Super Dragon Ball Heroes is not canon, but it's made by Akira Toriyama anyways, or something like that. And basically the Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Goku is fighting in one of the episodes and making that interesting to watch. It's still a thing, but it's still, and also Dragon Ball Super Heroes Mission something is coming to Nintendo Switch. That's a thing too. So there's a lot of speculation that Super Saiyan 4 Super Saiyan 4 might be canon in the future. As of right now, it's not, but it's a super gigantic hint that it could be. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. But how do I feel about Super Saiyan 4 if it's real? I'm good to watch it. I mean, I'm good to like for it to be a thing. Like, you know, that's cool. Just Goku has another transformation. But the only thing is that is Super Saiyan 4 stronger than Super Saiyan God or Super Saiyan Blue? That's just the thing. I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see about what is stronger than the other. If it's even real. And I know the whole Super Dragon Ball Heroes thing kind of can show that off too, but I don't know. Maybe it's a way to tapping into the Great Ape's powers again, like Broly was showing in his movie. But still, I don't know. I'm not a curatorian. I'm not people that's making this movie. I'm not Toei Animation. I'm not Bandai Namco if they know anything. I'm not anyone like that. I'm just a fan, just like you, talking about this movie that I really liked. Loved, one of my favorite franchises of all time, Dragon Ball Z, of course, related. And it's fun to speculate and assume and maybe even guess if this is going to be real. So, anyways, what is my final opinions on Dragon Ball Super Broly? If you are a Dragon Ball Z fan, I'm going to say Z in general, because there's also GT, Super, and original. Yes, watch the movie. This actually is very canon to the Super anime. Of course it is. That's what it is. Just like Battle of Gods and Resurrection F, those were canon in a different way. Especially like Resurrection F was showing that one guy, and then basically in the anime it was Captain Ginyu, and then in Battle of Gods it was basically the same thing, but technically a little bit differently too, especially how Beerus kind of like almost Goku in a way. Regardlessly, watch it. I don't know if you want to watch it in the box office. It's your choice. You don't have to watch it. I'm just gonna say later on it's gonna be like on YouTube. It's gonna be on Twitter. It's gonna be on Google. You can literally look this up. The movie's gonna be out on DVD and Blu-ray in like, I don't know. I'm assuming March or March or April or sometime before summer of 2019, because it's gonna happen. That's 100%. It's just gonna happen. I'm not even lying about that. But again, I have to give it an 8. It wasn't bad. It was above my average rate of a 7, but not that great to like, oh my god, I have to watch it again. Like right now, I don't know. I don't feel that about the movie. I really liked it, so I'm giving it an 8 because if it was solid, it gave me some backstory. It made me actually want to know more about Broly than just being fucking mad at Kakarot all the damn time. He actually has like mental issues because of his dad and all that, and he has no reason to really be mad other than he can't control his powers because his dad never really taught him like that. He just taught him to be angry and training and all that all the damn time. So, and it actually shows that Broly actually has feelings in the movie, so I will say that too. I'm not going to spoil what most TV do. I spoiled a lot of the movie for you already, but I still have a little bit of stuff I didn't even tell you about in the movie. So, other than that, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe below, and I'll see you all for the next one, okay? That was stupid. Bye-bye. That was stupid.
Chaos Control!